Hey guys, hey, we're back. I'm Ben. This is Shauna. Welcome back. We are AITA Response. We have our magical little pals here, and we're doing something a little bit different. We have a different setup, and we have got the web page up right here. So here we go. We have one that we both are kind of interested in.
We haven't read it.
We are both introverts, so this one is going to be interesting because. I feel it. AITA for backing out on a night with friends we haven't seen in a decade. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel it.
We gotta know.
I feel it.
I totally feel it. I don't.
It's way too much.
Plans always sound great till you get there.
Right.
Till the day of, and then you're like,
it's like you know what else I'd like to do? Not
that's future me.
do that. I'll plan all day long, but when it comes down to it, I'm like,
yeah. Right.
I also like just staying home. That's cool too. All right, here we go. We were invited to a mini reunion of sorts, probably 12 people invited. I haven't seen any of them in about a decade. The hosts are lovely people, but we live an hour away. That makes a difference.
That's not a big deal.
Well, it's not a big deal in Houston. In Rhode Island, that's another state. In England, that's another country.
Fair enough.
And I suffer from chronic pain.
Ooh.
That's another huge
That's a
part
big deal.
of it. Yeah. Spouse really wanted to go as it was mostly their friends, but I didn't want to be the designated driver. That seems like that's a point.
Why would they
Seems like-
automatically be the designated
Well, because
driver?
I guess because they have the chronic pain and they're like, I can't drink.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe they just don't drink. Maybe
But
they're
that's
just not
that's
that
not
kind of
a
person.
that day problem. That's a all the time
Right.
issue.
Well, I mean, that's something we're very quickly discovering with these is that it's always
we don't have enough
right.
information.
We don't have enough information.
Okay.
That would mean sitting there in agony for God knows how long and being the bad guy when I finally say, let's go. Again, bigger issues. Driving is very painful for me, and I just didn't want to have to drive. I'm fine as a passenger. I'm going to put princess behind that because
You're assuming it's a woman.
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Husband said he'd drive.
Oh, it is a woman.
Not necessarily. Again,
Sorry.
good Lord. Husband said he'd drive then, but I know that it would lead to just one beer too, and me not being able to get out of there while I could handle the hour drive at midnight. I wasn't grouchy about it. I said to go ahead without me. I know that I'm ruining the fun night that would have ensued for my spouse, but they do a lot for me, a ton.
Spouse?
I don't know. They just said they do a lot for me, a ton. AITA, should I have just sucked it up in pain and let my husband caretaker have fun? All right, so this one.
But wait, did they say yes and then backed out at the last minute? Or did they say, are they just like, no, we don't want to go?
It sounds like, it didn't really say, but it sounds like they're making plans and trying to decide.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the husband, I think maybe has already kind of, man, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let me check with her and make sure before I get back to you. My typical response. But
Side note.
yeah, not for any of my friends that are watching. That didn't happen with you, just everybody else. So
And I really don't care.
So there is an update.
Okay.
There is an update, but before we get there, what are you thinking now? Now that the chronic pain, the drinking,
I gotta
everything
say,
else.
as somebody, okay,
Are you the a-hole?
I have to personalize it a little bit because,
Why?
okay, so I do have chronic pain, and I definitely get to I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, and then, so either way this goes, even if they were just trying to decide to say yes or not, or whatever, or if they already said yes, so this applies either way, but I'm one that's like, oh, that sounds so much fun, yeah, and then the day of comes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like crap. So, but it's 2 o'clock. But if if you're taking care of me all the time, and as she says or he says, it's the husband is caretaker, I think I have to give it to him. Like, no, just suck it up and go. That's what.
I'm not one that has chronic pain. I do have pain every once in a while. And the older I get, the more the pain just pops up randomly, like doing strenuous things like waking up, rolling over, getting in the shower, those kind of things that are they're horrible for the human body. You should try to avoid them. But I will say that I can kind of see this both ways, where I think that there's another key component here where if you know you're going to be in pain, you're willing to go, which she or he obviously is, and just saying that, look, I just can't drive. The husband, identified as a husband, should be willing to say, that's great, I'll drive, I'm not going to drink, this is not going to happen, I'll limit myself to 2 beers and that's it.
I agree.
I think that is really the bigger, and for that reason, I'm going to say that no, they're not the a-hole, because the husband should be able to step up and be the husband and say.
If the husband is saying no, they don't want to drive, period.
Well, but the husband said, no, I'll drive. Husband said he'd drive.
Okay.
But I know it would just be 1 beer too.
So?
Like, I think what he or she is saying that
he wants his
right,
spouse
absolutely. But the spouse is saying, I know that it's going to be just me having to drive anyways, and then I'm going to feel like an a-hole when I'm there, because I'm going to be like, well, I got to go. I'm in too much pain. And I think that the husband should respect that either ways. And I think what should happen is the husband should go to whoever's hosting the reunion party thing and go, hey, look, we may have to take off early. Just so you guys know, I'm happy to go. Happy to have a beer or two with you. But it's about communication, ultimately.
Okay, what's the update?
All right, update. Sober husband is on his way home at 10:30. As expected, everyone else was drinking heavily. He's not angry that I ditched him. I'm sure he would have preferred a drunken night with friends, though. I would have been fine with him staying overnight.
So they worked it out.
The husband went. He didn't drink.
So I'm not an asshole.
Well, no. I think that pretty much says that this person is. Because obviously their concern was, if I go, I'm going to be spoiling the night. They're going to be staying all night long, and he's going to drink, and he's going to keep drinking.
So you're saying this person made assumptions that were wrong.
Exactly correct. And I think because of that, we can look at this and go, you're the a-hole, because you are the a-hole, frowny face, you are the a-hole, because sober husband did what they needed to do.
The husband's a good guy.
Yeah, husband's a good guy. That's it.
I'm sorry, asshole. Sorry, a-hole. I'm sorry!
When we get banned, when this channel gets banned, and we can't post anymore, hate mail to her. I'll give you her email address. I'll put it below. Hate mail to her, because I know our people are going to step up. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
We love you. Another one in the books. Please like, subscribe. Tell us what we can do better. Tell us what you want to hear. We're happy to do other things. Hey, if y'all want her to eat horrible foods and we can film that, we'll do that too. She's willing to.
We're done. Bye-bye.